The 2026 BRP Tarlac LD-601 continues to stand as one of the most important and versatile vessels in the Philippine Navy, representing a major leap in amphibious and humanitarian operations capability. Built for flexibility, endurance, and rapid deployment, this massive landing dock ship combines military functionality with disaster response efficiency, making it one of the most valuable assets in Southeast Asian waters. At first glance, the ship's imposing size immediately commands attention. Stretching more than 120 meters in length with a broad and sturdy hull design, the BRP Tarlac was engineered to operate across a wide range of missions, from transporting troops and armored vehicles to supporting relief operations during natural disasters. Its design reflects practicality over flashy aesthetics, but there is still a powerful visual appeal in the way the vessel balances modern naval architecture with a rugged amphibious warfare profile. The angular superstructure reduces radar visibility while maintaining a highly functional layout that supports helicopters, landing craft, and large-scale cargo operations. The gray naval finish, oversized flight deck, and flutable well deck all reinforce the ship's identity as a serious multi-role platform capable of projecting both military strength and humanitarian support. One of the defining features of the 2026 BRP Tarlac LD-601 is its amphibious assault capability. Unlike traditional combat ships focused solely on naval warfare, the Tarlac class was designed to transport and deploy forces directly onto shorelines. This allows the Philippine Navy to quickly move marines, equipment, trucks, armored vehicles, and supplies into areas that may lack functioning ports or infrastructure. At the rear of the ship is a massive well deck capable of launching landing craft and amphibious vehicles directly into the water. This gives the vessel the ability to conduct beach landings and rapid coastal deployments efficiently. During military operations, this feature provides tactical flexibility, but during humanitarian missions, it becomes equally valuable by enabling aid deliveries to isolated islands and disaster-stricken regions where roads and ports have been destroyed. The flight deck is another critical part of the BRP Tarlac's design. The ship can support medium-lift helicopters, dramatically expanding its operational reach. Helicopters can transport troops, conduct surveillance missions, deliver medical supplies, or evacuate civilians during emergencies. In large-scale disaster response operations, the helicopter capability becomes one of the ship's strongest advantages. Typhoons, earthquakes, and flooding frequently affect the Philippines, and having a floating command and relief platform capable of carrying helicopters gives the Navy a rapid response asset that can reach areas inaccessible by land. The hangar facilities also allow maintenance and extended helicopter operations, ensuring the vessel can sustain missions over long periods at sea. Inside the ship, the sheer scale of the cargo and troop transport capability is impressive. The BRP Tarlac can carry hundreds of troops along with military vehicles and logistical supplies. Wide internal corridors, reinforced loading areas, and modular cargo spaces allow the ship to adapt to different mission profiles quickly. One mission might involve transporting Marines and armored vehicles for a military exercise, while another could focus entirely on delivering humanitarian aid and emergency shelters. This flexibility is one of the ship's greatest strengths because modern naval operations increasingly demand multi-role platforms that can switch between combat readiness and civilian support without major modifications. The living quarters aboard the 2026 BRP Tarlac have also seen refinements aimed at improving crew comfort and operational efficiency. While military vessels are not known for luxury, the ship offers improved accommodations, modern communication systems, and upgraded mission management facilities compared to older Philippine Navy platforms. Crew fatigue management is increasingly important during long deployments, especially during humanitarian missions that can last for weeks. Better sleeping quarters, improved climate control systems, and upgraded medical facilities all contribute to maintaining crew effectiveness over extended periods at sea. From a performance perspective, the BRP Tarlac balances size with respectable mobility. Powered by a reliable diesel propulsion system, the vessel is capable of sustained operations across vast maritime regions. While it is not designed to outrun smaller combat vessels, it delivers stable and dependable performance that is ideal for amphibious and logistical missions. Its range allows it to patrol and operate across the Philippine archipelago without requiring constant resupply, which is extremely important for a country made up of thousands of islands. Stability at sea is another strong point. The ship's broad hull design helps minimize excessive rolling in rough conditions, improving both operational safety and crew comfort during adverse weather. The bridge and command systems showcase the modernization efforts integrated into the 2026 version of the vessel. Advanced navigation systems, digital monitoring equipment, and improved communication technologies allow commanders to coordinate complex operations more efficiently. Whether managing amphibious landings, coordinating helicopter traffic, or overseeing humanitarian supply distribution, the command center acts as the nerve center of the entire operation. Enhanced situational awareness tools also improve maritime domain monitoring, which is increasingly important in contested regional waters. In terms of defensive capabilities, the BRP Tarlac is not intended to function as a frontline destroyer or heavily armed combat vessel. Instead, its focus remains on support and amphibious operations. However, it still carries defensive weapon systems capable of protecting the ship from smaller threats. Machine guns and naval cannons provide close-range defense against hostile boats and aerial threats, while the vessel often operates alongside escort ships during high-risk missions. The philosophy behind the Tarlac class is not overwhelming firepower but mission versatility and operational value. In modern naval strategy, support ships like this often become some of the most heavily utilized assets because they enable everything from troop deployment to humanitarian relief. One of the most remarkable aspects of the BRP Tarlac is how effectively it serves dual purposes. In peacetime, the ship acts as a humanitarian assistance and disaster relief platform. In times of military necessity, it transforms into a capable amphibious transport ship supporting national defense operations. Few vessels can switch roles so seamlessly. This versatility has become increasingly important as naval forces around the world adapt to changing security environments where disaster response, regional cooperation, and humanitarian missions are just as important as traditional warfare. The design influence behind the Tarlac class is also noteworthy. Based on the Indonesian Makassar-class landing platform dock design, the ship demonstrates the growing defense cooperation within Southeast Asia. However, the Philippine Navy has adapted the vessel to meet its own operational needs, creating a platform specifically suited to the geographic and strategic realities of the Philippines. With thousands of islands spread across vast maritime zones, the ability to rapidly transport forces and supplies is essential. The BRP Tarlac directly addresses that need by acting as a mobile sea base capable of operating independently for extended periods. Another standout feature is the ship's medical and rescue capability. During disaster relief missions, the vessel can function almost like a floating emergency center. Medical bays, evacuation areas, and supply storage spaces allow the crew to support injured civilians and displaced populations. In regions devastated by storms or earthquakes, the arrival of a large naval vessel carrying food, medicine, generators, and rescue personnel can make an enormous difference. The ship's ability to anchor offshore and launch smaller landing craft means relief operations can begin even when local infrastructure has completely collapsed. The 2026 version also emphasizes interoperability with allied forces. Joint exercises with regional and international navies are becoming increasingly common, and the BRP Tarlac is designed to operate effectively within multinational operations. Communication systems, landing procedures, and helicopter support capabilities allow